Right. This one is dedicated to the last one. But it's just to fill you in on a little something, you know. Some of your biggest fans will be the people that hate you. You know what I'm saying? Now, how can you ever call them a fan if they hate you? Or unless you're a fanatic, or you're fanatical, or better yet, the person that is your fan considers you to be infamous. Well, let me turn this on top of his head. And I'm going to turn it and I'm going to make a twist. I'm going to pretzel the ass with this one. Ma'am, uh, Miss, well, Tanya, okay? This is just a heads up, okay? I, I know that you're upset with me finding out you are truly and really a thief to me. But see, I forgive my enemies of their trespasses because you really didn't know what you were doing. And I don't hate you at all. I don't want that job. I mean, the children there are good. The director, well, yeah, you even go your best to manipulate her, but honestly, she's a good person. And I know deep down inside you can be, have been, but when told by the closest of kin to you what you have done, doesn't surprise me that when I find out that what you do and what you have done to me, I'm sure it hurt them in the same way, especially how you talk. You know what I'm saying? And you got a problem with how I deliver things. All right. Well, at least my delivery is something that you can use, and it's not something that's going to be harsh, as you may perceive me to be. But the perspective that I get when I look at you, that place is a wonderful place. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the person that chooses to handle the people who they have working for them, helping you out. What are you doing? I mean, I gotta go into detail with this one. I mean, I know that had to really sting like a hornet. You know what I'm saying? Because you was bugging the shit out of me behind shit. But when I was telling you 8 months ago, 9 months ago about the place where you perform at, I wasn't telling you that to be like mean. Although you got in your feelings and said that the man that I know, who's very knowledgeable in all these things, that you don't consider him to be anything but an old, what you said? This ain't 1925 no more. I was like, insulting. I don't give a fuck who he is. Wow, man. I mean, it's a big difference between pretending and really knowing that that's who a person is. Because if you wear a mask all the time, if you got to alter the truth in order to fit and benefit your narrative of the lie, oh man, you can't do that too long before you get exposed. Now I go back to what I was telling you before with the place you performed at. You remember what you said to me? Yeah, ain't it funny? To me, it is because yeah, I've actually seen the person that thinks that they can consider to talk or do any kind of way and be manipulative. You couldn't do it to that lady yesterday, could you? No. And I had to go walk down there and show her. And the questions that she asked me about that place, did you not know that I held the power of life and death are in the tongue, but in my hand, I have the world. I could have did anything I wanted to do to you, and it didn't really take much. But why would I want to do evil when I know that what I'm supposed to do is good? Not that fake stuff like pulling people's signs out of the ground when everybody's got to advertise for their businesses. You remember that? You remember that? I mean, that's wicked right there, man. Yeah, man, I kid you not, man. I can say this freely because I don't have to see you anymore. And it was really sad to look into your eyes and know that you have that ability to be as evil and expect everybody to go through it with you. And that's foul. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really foul. Taking up people's signs. Look, people, I ain't lying. I was literally, me and my coworker were going out there putting signs out because that's what we were supposed to task in and do that day. And as we were following our employer around Galveston Island, we had to put signs out right on the side of the road. But when she saw these signs, I can't make this up. My hand to the Most High. I'm not gonna lie on God. You know what I'm saying? Like they be trying to lie on me or make up shit and be manipulative. See, that lady was literally telling her employees, me and the other gentleman, to pull up the signs of the other people that had daycares that were trying to make money for themselves. And after, when we looked at each other, this is what she didn't know. We looked at each other like, what the fuck is wrong? That's disgusting. Who does that? There's enough money around here for everybody to get. But why would she do something like that? But yet, you know what? I saved all of those signs. Yeah, I did. And I went back down there after I went home and put them right back where I thought they were at. Because I knew that was wicked. And then that was one of them that really hurt me to the core, because like, this is what kind of person I'm working for. Now you can't say I'm slandering her name, people. I mean, I'm telling you, I speak the truth about this. I have no malice, envy, or strife, envy or jealousy in my heart. I don't want to do evil, and I see people that do that without a care in the world. Let me give you another fact. You know, there was a time when I was working there, and I was using the weed eater, right? And I decided to be Mr. Experimental and put some STP high octane gas inside of one of them weed eaters. And that was a failure, dude, because I cranked it up and it literally almost caught on fire. It melted the whole gas tank and everything like that. And I was told by this woman a long time ago when I started that if you break something, you got to pay for that. Yeah, go figure, y'all. An hourly paid employee that's got to pay for the equipment that they need when it breaks. General wear and tear. But she didn't care about that. She said, you got to pay. And there's been multiple times that I did pay for things because I felt that was the right thing to do. But in this case, in this fashion, this lady literally, told me and others that what I have to, I got to pay for what I break. So I did that, gave back what was intended, what was needed. That was money out of my pocket because I did that. And that's called accountability, something that she doesn't have, you see? Because during that time, and it wasn't nothing but a week, man, that this lady, before even that, was taking money out of my check. For what? Why was she taking money? She didn't tell me, but she instructed the director of the property to do it, and I didn't know a thing. But I kind of noticed that there was money that was going on. I mean, well, my money, my check wasn't looking that right, but I was happy to be paid because I worked for it, and I think you can agree with me, that's right. But when I found out that this lady was taking money over periods of time, for what? I never took nothing from her. Everything that I brought onto the property was mine, from my house. See, I don't think she really liked that, but who cares? I was helping her ass out of problems, situations. Buildings gonna fall down on her head, and she didn't give a shit. She said crazy things, insulted. I moved past it, my skin's thick. But that's the kind of employer that I guess people dream about working for, or a nightmare. Yeah. Because now, like I said, after telling her that about her building, I ain't shit. My dad ain't shit. He was an engineer, dealt with way more of a bigger budget than her ass, got paid more than her, and was very knowledgeable about what he was trying to help his son out with. But now the inspector is shutting down that back property because she didn't want to take good counsel from somebody because it was me. You know, the person that she was stealing from. You know, the person that that she's unaccountable for. Because, like I said, y'all, I paid back and fixed all of her equipment like she asked. But yet she was wickedly evil and still doesn't want to give me back my money. And then, matter of fact, she got mad because I told her what was right and then took money from me and said, until you go through your 3-month probation, I'll give you back your money. She didn't even do that. Is that right? And then on top of that, I'm going to throw some more, because when I talked to some of her family members, which I was not expecting to do, though, you know what I'm saying? Brandon, you at the store. Matter of fact, Sonny, love that place. You know, this woman had her sister and told me that she was practicing her witchcraft, her own blood kin. But the icing on top of that cake, it gets even better because her own mom told me, ain't that some shit? So I'm like, well, I wonder what she's been doing to me. After finding out the truth of all the whole matter, I say to myself, why am I even here? To be manipulated and used for her gain? All right, well, I passed the 3-month probation, did that good. Still helping out like I should. Ladies get mad at me for asking for gas money when I'm driving back and forth for her and her business, because I'm not associated with it. LLC keeps it protected, I guess. But ain't nothing going to protect your reputation and your respect and your dignity. And you better recognize, Miss Tanya, that it's in the eyes of the Most High. And through my eyes, he sees that what you did, you mad. And to take it even more to the last, there's a bunch of stuff. Man, this woman does not know how to talk to people. And she talks to you so bad that it make you like, man, if you was in front of you, you want to punch somebody. But yet holding her respectful and having my dignity enough to know that doing to others as I would have done unto me, that's a way of living for me and not for her, y'all. I mean, I hope she comes around. Because when I first started there was a lot of people that had their children in there. Now it's dwindling away. Yeah, and it must be my fault somehow. Yeah, it's got to be, man. Whipping boy for somebody that needs to be beat. And that's you. You need to be beat with the truth. And you sitting there trying to have people side, manipulative, Jezebel spirit person. Gross darkness is not light. There's a phone call coming in. But I'm going to say this to you because I need you to understand. I don't hate anybody. But if you have the heart in you to do all of the things to a person that you know you shouldn't have done unto you, I'm literally telling you, ma'am, my name is Law, Justice, Valley, Verdict, Judgment. And while it's playing out for you, I think you should ask the Most High God, Yahweh, for forgiveness. I already forgave you. He sees what you're doing and your behavior. And if you don't know anything, please know this, that the more that you do that to the ones that he loves dearly, that gives their heart and their efforts to you, you will be next. Because he requires that which is past. And it is past time for you to do right by those that you encounter, because John chapter 7, verse number 24, judge not on appearance. Judge wise. Dean judgment. So, wishes ain't got nothing to do. My hopes for you is that you correct yourself. I want nothing to do with you ever in life again. You stayed at number 13 on the chart, while KRFT is number 1. And that you just don't understand. Man, when it happens, ma'am, just remember who you did that to. I'm one of them. You should have never touched the chosen. Get some help before you get helped.